Hey there, are you a health and wellness professional in private practice, juggling client care with the technical and sometimes tedious tasks of running your online business? Do you wish you could sometimes clone yourself just to be able to get everything done? Well, if that sounds like you are definitely in the right place. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you how to take a huge load off your shoulders by hiring your very own virtual team. So be sure to stay with me so you can learn how to free up more of your time, focus on serving your clients, and still have a smoothly running practice. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon. That way you won't miss out on any of the new and valuable content. Before we jump into the nitty gritty of putting together your virtual team, let's get to know each other a bit, shall we? I'm Lesli Bitel, business coach and practice growth expert. I'm dedicated to empowering health professionals in private practice. And I focus on online business strategies, specializing in guiding health and wellness professionals just like yourself towards exponential growth and success. Each week, I go live on YouTube delivering valuable business insights and marketing strategies specifically designed for your unique needs in the health and wellness sector. So now that we're all acquainted, let's roll up our sleeves and delve into the heart of today's topic. Recommend that you grab a notepad and get ready because we are about to explore the ins and outs of hiring your very own virtual team. So let's get started. So let's kick things off by discussing why a virtual team is really not just a nice to have, but a game changer for your practice. As health pros, we are passionate about helping our clients, right? The hurt is in the healing, the helping, the connection, but running a practice, well, for most of us, that is a whole different ball game. From administrative tasks to marketing, scheduling, billing. Honestly, it can feel like you're spinning 1,000 plates while trying to provide top notch care. I know I've been there and I totally get it. It's like you need, a few extra arms and definitely some extra hours in a day. But the good news is you don't have to do it all alone. And that's where a virtual team comes into play. Even hiring just one person to help you manage your inbox or keep your calendar in check can make a world of difference. Just imagine less time on admin and more time doing what you love and providing excellent care. Even having more free time to spend with family and friends sounds pretty incredible, right? Well, that's the power of a virtual team, whether your practice is online or in person. They handle the nitty gritty so you can focus on your clients and the work that you love. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, I can't afford to hire a team, but let me share a little secret with you. Hiring a virtual team does not have to break the bank. In fact, it can be a lot more affordable than you might think. So let's take my client, Sarah, just as an example. Sarah is a nutritionist with a bustling private practice, and she was spending so much time managing her inbox and scheduling appointments that she barely had time to see her clients, let alone grow the business. She felt overwhelmed and even considered closing her doors. She just wasn't having fun anymore. Then Sarah made the very smart decision to hire a part-time VA. For less than $500 a month, her virtual assistant took over managing her inbox, her calendar, scheduling her appointments, and suddenly Sarah had more time to spend with her clients on strategic tasks to grow the practice, and her stress levels dropped, her client satisfaction went way up, and her business started to grow exponentially. So hiring a virtual team member, even part-time, can make a huge difference. It's about investing in your practice, in the growth of your practice and peace of mind. And trust me, that investment is worth making. So you're ready to build your virtual team, but what should you look for? Well, the best team members are those who excel in areas where you might need a little bit of help. It's all about complementing your strengths and filling in the gaps. So think about where you need the most support. For example, are you tech challenged? Then perhaps consider hiring someone to help publish your blog or schedule your newsletters. If numbers kind of make your head spin, a virtual bookkeeper could be a lifesaver. Now, from my experience, most health professionals in private practice start by hiring a virtual assistant, more of a general VA. And this is someone that can handle a variety of tasks, managing your calendar, to answering emails, or even returning phone calls. It's like having a second pair of hands to help you to manage your day to day operations. Then, as your practice grows, you might consider bringing in a specialist. And this could be a web designer to spruce up your website, a social media manager to boost your online presence, or even a content creator to help with newsletters and writing blogs. So be sure to look for team members who are self starters and can work independently. Finally, ensure that they have the necessary skills for the role, whether that's administrative expertise, marketing savvy, or technical know how. And remember, the goal is to build a team that complements your skills and helps you to focus on what you do best. And that is caring for your clients and growing the business. So don't be afraid to seek help in areas where you're not an expert. That's why your virtual team, that is what they are there for, to fill in those important gaps. Now, on to the big question. Where in the world can you find these virtual superstar members? Well, the best place to start, I think, is going to be closer than you would imagine. In my own personal experience, the most reliable way to find great team members is through referrals. Ask your colleagues, your mentor, even your friends, if they know of any skilled professionals who might be a good fit for your team. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how often this can lead you to some truly amazing people. As a matter of fact, all of my team members have come from referrals. And as a matter of fact, they've been with me for years. There's nothing quite like the peace of mind that comes from knowing that your team members have already proven their worth in a setting that you trust. Now, if you feel like you've exhausted your network and you really still haven't found the right fit, then it might be time to consider some online platforms. Sites such as Upwork, even Fiverr can be useful, but just, I think they're kind of a last resort, right? So, just like in the real world, there are people out there who talk a big game and don't deliver on their promises. So, whether you're networking, browsing online, just remember to use your due diligence and check their references, review their work samples, trust your gut. After all, you're not just hiring an employee, you are building your team. All right, so now you've got some potential candidates, and it comes down to the most exciting part, the interview process. And this is your chance to learn more about them and to see if they're a good fit for your practice. So ask them about their experience in the area in which you're hiring. Request examples of their work if applicable, and get a feel for their work style and skill sets. And remember, it's a two-way street. They also need to feel like they're a good fit for you. Now, there are a few key points you're going to want to consider during this entire process. First, be sure to think about time zones. You can hire people from anywhere around the world nowadays, but you'll want to make sure that your working hours actually align. Next, discuss communication expectations. Do you need someone who's available all day? Or do you prefer daily or virtual meetings? Do you communicate best through email, Slack, or maybe another platform? Then consider turnaround time. Are you looking for someone who can complete a task right away? Or is a 24 to 48-hour turnaround time acceptable in your situation? You'll also want to discuss workload and hours. How much time are you expecting them to dedicate to your practice each week? And finally, let's talk about money. What about the pay rate? What is your budget? Remember, you're hiring an independent contractor, not necessarily an employee, and they set their own rate. So you will need to find a balance between what you can afford and what they charge. The interview process is all about finding the right fit for both you and the candidate. So take your time, don't feel pressured, ask the right questions, and most importantly, trust your instincts. Well, there you have it. We've covered the why, the what, and the how of hiring your virtual team, from understanding the importance of a virtual team to knowing what to look for and where to find them, and finally, how to interview and hire them. And remember, building a virtual team is about more than just getting help. It's about investing in your practice's growth and your client's experience, as well as your own peace of mind. And just remember, you're not in this alone. We've all been there, feeling overwhelmed and wishing for that extra pair of hands or even a few more hours in the workday. But with a virtual team, you can have that and much more. So, are you ready to take the leap and build your virtual team? I promise you, it is a game changer. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Are you considering hiring a VA, or do you already have one in place? What's been your experience? I'd love it if you would leave a comment below and just let me know where you're at in this process. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope you found this helpful. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss on my next video. And remember, I'm here to help you to thrive in your private practice. So until next time, here's to your success.